This is Max Shears for Pro Boxing Fans. I'm glad to be joined, as always, by Dave Allen. Dave, how are you doing, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you?
I'm all right. It's a nice new gym, isn't it?
I've been here about 6 months.
Yeah, this gym? I thought you'd only just moved here.
No, 6 months ago.
All right. What constitutes a DN12 bad boy?
What DN are you? 35?
Just wait. Just what constitutes that first?
What DN are you, though?
I'll tell you after. I have
Tell
a
me
question
now.
about my
Tell me now.
after. No.
Tell me now.
Just what?
What's the DN12 bad boy?
Yeah.
Just me, innit? Look at me.
Doesn't sound very bad.
I am literally, yeah. I'm so bad, I'm good.
Would you say I'm a DN14 bad boy?
You're 14?
Yeah. I'm right next to you, even though you don't.
14's miles away from me.
No,
Wait.
it's 2.
How many miles would you say you live from me?
You live in the castle.
DN12, how many miles away?
I am 15 minutes away from Conisbrough Castle.
Yeah, but how many miles?
You don't drive, so I don't know. It's minutes.
Do you drive?
Yeah, I got my car here, actually.
What do you drive?
It's a Peugeot 208, 15 reg, and it's got a private plate on it.
Was it your mum's before?
No, I bought it. Got interviews with you. That's how I bought this car.
How much do you get paid for this job?
That's not happening.
Can't answer that one.
I graduate next month, so hopefully a bit more.
Jonathan, sort your boy out.
Are you going to come to my graduation?
No.
Why?
Just don't care enough.
So I've drove from Leeds today, and you're coming from Doncaster. Does this show a bit of? It shows a commitment, doesn't it? 'Cause I know you're in Manchester full time now. It must be.
Commitment from me or you?
Not from me, from you training this camp. We're going to get into your camp for the fight with Filip Hrgovic. Just the commitment to this camp, the miles. It shows the intent. This camp, doesn't it?
I've trained really hard. Yeah, this is the best shape I've ever been in. Feel good, yeah. Whether I'm good enough or not is a different question. But in terms of how hard I've trained, never trained harder.
Did I hear you say that you're trying to get Louis Tomlinson? Is it Louis or Louis Tomlinson?
I just called him Lewis at school, like.
Why?
Because that was his name.
Is he going to be there on fight night?
No, he's in Mexico. Yeah, I'll speak to him here and there. A good bloke, yeah, he's a good bloke. Can't make it there, but he's a good bloke, yeah.
You're a fan of his music?
I like some One Direction songs, yeah. Big fan. He's out doing his own thing now, yeah, so smashing it, yeah.
Let's talk about the fight. Obviously, Filip Hrgovic is no pushover at all. And when you look at it, he's got some great wins as a professional. He's beat names like Joseph Parker in the amateurs. I mean, for you, when you look at Filip Hrgovic, how big of a test have you got in front of you on May 16th?
Yeah, I think it's the biggest fight.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's the biggest fight of my career, yeah. Ortiz, I think, was ranked similar to Hrgovic. I think Hrgovic is 4 in the world with the Ring magazine, so the 5th best heavyweight in the world. It's a sizable task for a fella that's never won a British title, I guess. But I'm up for it, yeah, really up for it. So I've got no fear of him. I've watched him with Adelaide and Joyce and a few others, and he's a very, 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 very good boxer. But he's not someone that puts fear into me. He's not a massive puncher. You know, and if he comes and tries to be a big puncher and aggressive, that'll play into my hands, so hopefully he does.
Dave Allen Sr. is obviously back in camp now. Obviously, we hear so much about things that happen in camp, and all that can only be a boost. Surely having your old man in the training runs, we
do a lot of running together. My slow, steady runs doing with my old man. You know, he probably never been he's probably the biggest believer in me out of anyone. Told me for the last 15 years, trained properly, one of the best heavyweights in the world. So hopefully he's right.
Well, that's what I mean. I remember you saying that he said that he believes you can be one of the best in the world. There'll be conversations that happen on these runs in this camp. Is that what he expects you to show, one of the best performances?
I think he expects me to win. You know, he's watched me spar. You know, when I won my national amateur title, he was there when I trained me when I won that, and he's seen me spar Joshua and Fury and all the rest of them, and he always said like he's got as much ability as anyone in the world. So yeah. Hopefully he's right.
I remember interviewing you at Moss Side. I've just been there 20 minutes ago, and this was about a year. I went to the wrong one. I sent the wrong address. But this was about a year ago, and the audio wasn't on, so this clip never went out. But I remember asking you about. I was sat at home in my living room, and I was watching Soccer AM, and you were on there talking about when you retired about 7 years ago or so. Again, like when you look at where you are now, there must be an element of pride that you've almost just pulled it back, but also the actual position you're in now. And obviously, I'm going to get on the social presence and things like that, but it must just be a level of pride there.
Yeah, you know what, I just dug it out really. I was never really meant to be a success in life, you know, where I'm from and my upbringing and that weren't really one that you think, you know what, that kid will go far, but just kept fucking going, really. Always, no matter what anyone said. Let myself down a lot, but I never let failure get in the way of me trying to do more. So I never should have done anything. So my boxing's a success. People say all sorts of things, but this is my 5th headline. Football stadiums, fucking O2 arenas, Sheffield Arena, headlined abroad, boxing in Saudi. Been a success. My kids live an amazing life. That's the biggest success of all. So I'm very proud of what I've done. Yeah, I won't let anyone tell me otherwise.
I completely agree, mate. I mean, coming from a DN postcode, it's tough, isn't it?
Not from where you're fucking from, it's not.
Have you
see where he lives? It's like, oh my God.
I've never seen where I live, by the way. Yeah, there's no idea.
No, but I know what village it is.
You didn't even know what postcode it was?
I know what village it is.
What is it?
Snaith. Yeah, posh over there, man. Just see where I'm from.
It's nice, he's got a castle.
You know what? I've always, we never had nothing. Council house, brought up in a council house all my life, but always fed. My mum were always nice to me. You know, my sisters were great. No complaints.
You remind me of something that I was listening to you talk, I don't know where it was, but you were talking about how growing up you almost just accepted having nothing, how you're going to be an adult and it's going to be like an average life. I mean, is it almost tough now that you haven't got nothing and like you still continue striving, but like mentally, how do you deal with, you've grown up thinking you're not going to go, I don't know, and get these exceptional things, so when you have these opportunities like May 16th, how do you almost, I don't know, how do you get up for that, like how?
You know, it's difficult because I have things, you know, like Marvin Hagler said, it's hard to get up with silk pyjamas. I'm not a multi-millionaire or nothing, but I don't need to do it no more. But for some reason I was making it easier. It's like, I don't need to do it, but I'm still doing it, so I might as well fucking do it properly. When I have to do it, I'm a complex guy, me, so like when I have to do it, I'm a bit like, ugh. But I don't have to do it anymore. I'm doing it because I want to. People say, I'm doing it for the money. That's not true. Don't need to do it. To be a TikToker, innit?
Next week, Fabio Wardley and Daniel Dubois fight. Have you sparred either or both of these guys?
Both. 2 rounds with Dubois when he was 18. Nearly snapped my neck. I did a few rounds with Fabio in a Dillian White camp. Just a few messing about rounds. I think he only had 1 pro fight maybe at the time.
Who hits harder, Dubois?
Fabio never hit me, to be honest. We were only doing a little bit of a mess around. He never hit me properly. I think Dubois probably is harder though, yeah.
I was speaking to David Price the other day and...
Did he mention me?
I might have asked something about you. Just put a little dig in there about you. I don't know. I've spoken to him quite a bit recently. I've interviewed him twice. Yeah, he's a nice guy. But I was asking about Wardley Dubois, not about you. And he said that Fabio Wardley, in his opinion, has closed that gap in boxing ability. Obviously, Dubois, we know what he did as an amateur. Where do you lean on that? Obviously, we know Wardley can pull it out of the bag at any point, but in terms of like boxing ability, do you think they're on the same level? Or
I think Dubois is a better boxer, textbook boxer, but Wardley's very awkward, Wardley, in his own little way, because he was a late starter and does things a bit weird. He's awkward, he's horrible. You know when someone's a bit awkward and they do things stylistically, his legs are fucking quite far apart and that, and he's really awkward, really in a weird, hard to deal with, to be honest. So, you know, he's not textbook as good as Dubois. Dubois hands up, chin down, does it all right, but Wardley, he's world champion, very, very good at what he does.